What's up, comic book junkies? What's up, comic book junkies? Welcome to Nighttiger Comics. What's up, comic book junkies? Welcome to Nighttiger Comics. You want to hear about 2 embarrassing comic book purchases? Don't you just hate embarrassing comic book purchases? What's worse than that is when you got two close together. But before we get to those, we've got some cool stuff. What's going on here in the comic room in my comic book life? I just read this and it had a lot of water wave to it, and I just took it out of the press. A really killer early Phantom Stranger number 5, February 1970. It's got some water damage to it, but it was, what did I pay for this? $3. So early issue, but pressed it out. Came out really nice. Had a lot of those water ripples, and read it too, and it was a really fun issue. One kind of bigger book key, or whatever you want to call it, I picked up recently, like a mid key, was this one, but I just read it. Oh man, the art is stunning. And then who writes this? Len Wein. It is good. First team up between Swamp Thing and Batman. I don't know if there ever was another one. Maybe in The Brave and the Bold. December 73. I think I paid like $8 for that. But really, really good issue. Read that recently. Now, I don't particularly gravitate towards modern comics. I kind of have a distaste for them, but there are exceptions. This is a sweet Venom 2099 variant cover to Spider-Man 2099. I think it was a 3 or 4 issue storyline. There are 3 or 4 variants. This is the only one I've ever seen in the wild, but I just found the newsstand, so I got 2 copies. So I said, hey, I got to read this. It was good. It was brutal. I mean, really, I was kind of even a little shocked. I actually looked to see if it had the comic code on it, because he just tears and eats up some innocent people, and it was like, wow. So that was a really good read. Another, I was shocked. I read these 2 in a row. They're both modern comics. And this story blew me away. It was so good. So it's the introduction to the Age of Apocalypse storyline. But the writing, the art, the subject, the content, the story, everything was so good in here. I was really impressed with this. So this is the direct version. It's the silver foil. No, this is the gold. So this was the this is second printing. I just got the first printing, but man, this book was so good. I was really impressed with the writing. I forget who wrote it. And another book that I read, and I was really surprised and happy with this book, because this is number 55, yeah. But it's actually the first issue of Ghostly Tales. So this was Blue Beetle, the following issue. So you rarely find these Charlton #1 horrors, especially from the bronze and silver. So I was happy. So this is May 66, issue number 1, Ghostly Tales. Now, I don't know if it's the first appearance of this guy or not, but it could be. So I was happy with that one. That was a really good one. Would you look at that? So I love romance. There are a finite list of romance comics. So in the mid-80s was like the last published considered romance comic. So, but this is a cool one. Got from Jesse BWD, number 89, Go-Go Checks. Really nice. I read it. Loved it. It was really cool. And just, it looks so cool to me. So that's what's been going on. I've made it a goal this year to read my comic books. So I'm trying to read as many as I can when I find the time, reading the text stories, reading the letter pages. And you know what? I really am thoroughly enjoying the goal. Okay, on to the purchases. So I made 2 mistakes. The first one, now I saw this, and I've been buying this series, it's Golden Age, over the last few years. For a YouTuber, I'm actually buying like decent copies under 50 for Christmas gift for this cool YouTuber who sends me stuff. So I saw this one, I looked over the pictures, it looked authentic, and I thought the price was good for the condition. It was a little bit low, but like I said, I've been finding them around this price range. I didn't look at the description. I got too excited. I quickly bought it, or actually made an offer, and it was $10 less. So I'm like, okay, this is a good purchase. But it ended up being a photocopy. So number 1, Best of the West by A1. I actually don't know. I didn't put the info on the back. The year, I think it's like 54. But it's a photocopy. Now, as soon as I got it, I unboxed it. I quickly went back, looked at the listing, looked at the description. I wanted to make sure that they listed it as a facsimile, and they did. The only thing is with these sellers, and this is how they get you, they don't put it in the title description. So it doesn't say reprint, it doesn't say facsimile. It just says Best of the West, number 1, 1954, whatever. But it's on me. I should have checked the description. I didn't. So as much as I'm disappointed and embarrassed and mad at myself over this, it is my fault. I could have looked at the description. I did not. So I paid like $50 with shipping and tax. Now, a lot of these facsimiles cost a lot of money to print, and the cost could be around that $40 mark, since I've dealt with some sellers in the past. But I don't like facsimiles, buying them a Golden Age, if they're going to cost me as much as I can get the original book for. So totally embarrassed on that one. Now, the next one's a flea market purchase. I got the book for free because it was buy one, get one free. And this is the second time I bought this book thinking it was the newsstand, but it's not. It's actually the direct market. Now, the newsstand can go for $100 in near mint. So, a second time, I got too excited. I forgot that it was the newsstand and not both the direct and the newsstand. And when I was walking away, I looked it up again and realized I bought it. I bought it twice. So poo on me. So this is second printing. You can tell by this. That's how I knew right away. It does have a number 2 up here. But the newsstand that has the barcode is the one that goes for the money. So my bad. Anyways, so 2 embarrassing buys. I'll get over it. On with the haul. Okay, so I went to a flea market. We're trying to find a rainbow vacuum cleaner, if you know what they are. They're pricey, but they are really good. And there used to be a store there. They weren't there when we got there, but we did find comics, which is kind of rare at this flea market. It's the second time that I've really found anything of value when it comes to comic books. So I did grab this, how do you say his last name? Mike Kalua, I think. I forget. But anyways, he's a really killer artist. He does the interiors. They did have more issues of this. They were a little pricey. This was like $6. This one was $4, so I took this as the free one. I could have got another copy, another issue in this series instead, so that's why I'm a little bit more madder about picking this up. And excuse my voice, I feel like I'm getting a cold or something. May 1975, so pick that up. So these were from one vendor. And then another vendor, I got these comic books. So WCW number 1, April 92, high grade copy. I know these wrestling books are really tough to find. It's a cool photo cover. It's a newsstand. So he made me a deal. I think it was $3 for this. something like that. Or no, maybe this was 5. The number 2 was, he had 6 on this, and and this one was $3. So he gave me a deal. I bought this with an action figure, which I'm going to show you, and he gave me $5 off. So I'm like, I put this back. So I'm like, okay, let me get this one. So number 2, May 1992, WCW photo cover. This was Lex Luger, and this is Ron Simmons. And then I picked this up. We were looking at it, hoping he had the Dr. Doom. He didn't. He had the Silver Surfer. So Toy Biz from 1994. Silver Surfer. They have them all on the back, man. Would love to get the Dr. Doom. But though he is cool looking. You can put him on the board and he clicks in there. So this was $10. On the card, he had it wrapped in this big Ziploc, so it is got a little bit of a bend, but other than that, this is really nice. I was wondering if I could put it in the press and press it flat. Anyway, so on to the Golden Age, and I have another book I wish I had gotten here today, but it's gonna get here tomorrow. I mean yesterday. So I picked this up from my comic shop a month ago, and I paid, what did I pay for this? $16 with the shipping. It's a Gerber 5. It's really low grade, like a 1.8, 2.0, but a really killer Good Girl cover and Jungle cover at that. So I hadn't shown it in a regular edited haul yet, so it's been waiting here on my desk. And then I found another one. So this one was $17. It's actually a little bit lower grade. It's got a split cover completely. So I just got this in this week. So I got 2 of those. You know, these are really hard to find. I have actually never seen them. So when I saw, I grabbed this one, and then heck, I'll grab another one. So that's Abbott and Costello number 2, 1948. So we got 2 of those. So what do you think of those? I think that's a really sexy cover. I really do. I don't know who does it. But to get 2 of them, this one's a little cleaner. Anyway, so I had this book for a while. I bought this last year in September. I paid $65. It's a nicer copy, probably like maybe a 5.0. The highest. So nice Good Girl. Mini Hacha. So then I found another copy for $20. It's a lower grade. I paid $18 with shipping for this one. But ever since I posted them, I've been getting people asking me if I am selling it. I consider trading, but I really don't want to at this point. I love this book. It's hard to find. It was fun finding it. I don't want to let it go at this point, maybe in the future. So what do you think of that one? So that's Chief Wahoo number 6. I think there's one on eBay now for like $80 or something like that. Okay, last 2 books in the haul. So this was from one seller. He had a bunch of Canadian books. A lot of them were pricey. Thought this one was unique. It's Unusual Comics number 7, 1954. Bell Features. It's a second print from an American comic, and I just saw the other one the other day from the issue. I can't remember what it is. It may be like Minute Action, or oh no, it was shoot, what was it? I think it was just called Man Comics. So Unusual Comics. It's a great looking cover. These Bell Features are pretty scarce, especially the Golden Age. I don't know if they do any Silver Age. And then the second book I got is this cool one. So this one was $30 complete. This one was $60 missing centerfold. But it's a horror comic. It reprints Mystic number 11, I believe. So this is startling. And it's got that creature on there. I forget who does the cover. Bell Features, Golden Age, real scarce book. And like I said, I pay $60. I love it. And the funny thing is, I set it down to read in the living room. I could not find it for 2 weeks. And then I found it finally buried under some stuff. Oh, I was so frantic because I think it's such a cool comic. What do you guys think of that? Anyways, that's my haul. My 2 embarrassing purchases. Look for the secret contest. What's coming up? I haven't started, but I want to do a Dell or Gold Key live stream maybe next month. So look for that. Other than that, I'm just playing the channel by ear, showing you what I got. I got another Golden Age coming in. I'll be here tomorrow. It's a patriotic Golden Age book that I got for really cheap. And I hope you all are doing well. Standard goodbyes. Nighttiger, peace out.